Last night, Wood TV profiled a group that's been at the center of many recent protests across the state. Now the Michigan Attorney General's office is shedding some light on these types of militia groups. News 8's Jacqueline Francis has their warning tonight.
Heather, the state's top law enforcement office is taking a stand against the militia, generally referring to the variety of private militia groups often seen heavily armed at protests and rallies across the state. Tonight, Michigan Solicitor General Fadwa Hammoud is offering a word of warning about militia groups seen across the state.
Many militia groups are often anti-government, anti-law enforcement. They have these extreme ideologies. And history has taught us that extreme ideologies like that often lead to mass violence.
Vanderbilt University sociology professor Amy Cooter is considered an expert when it comes to the Michigan militias. She says the groups themselves are nothing new to the area.
Militias have always been very active in Michigan. They're usually just a little bit more quiet than they have been in recent months. So this is not truly a new thing. It's more the publicity and the attention that they're getting that is new.
One of the newest groups to emerge on the scene is the Berry County-based Michigan Liberty Militia, which was founded in 2015. Its members have been among several militia groups seen center stage at recent rallies, while attending a number of other protests claiming to be there as security. Hammoud condemning this idea.
It is not a good idea to go to somebody with a weapon of war and say, protect me. Having a weapon does not give you the same authority to enforce the law, to protect others, or to stand in the position of law enforcement.
While militia groups can vary in a number of ways and ideologies, Cooter agrees it's best to play it safe.
Again, from an outside perspective, it can be difficult to tell the difference, and so it's probably just more efficient from a law enforcement perspective to just sort of take a conservative approach and just say be careful about approaching it.
Hammoud also warning that militias often use protests as a platform to recruit vulnerable people.
They often turn to the media or protests. We know people from the Boogaloo movements were at Black Lives Matter protests. Fear of recruitment is definitely there, and people should be vigilant.
Well, the Michigan Liberty Militia claims they're at protests and gatherings to keep the peace. One of its founders' Facebook pages is filled with inflammatory comments about Black Lives Matter protesters. Reporting live in the newsroom, Jacqueline Francis, News 8.